So graffiti stuck with me all of these years. I think it's because it was the start of the hip hop movement. It was the hip hop culture. And so to be an active member in that culture, you either wrote graffiti or MC'd or danced, because art was already in my blood. It was just part of, I guess, how I was already programmed from birth, you know. Like, you will be doing this forever and ever and ever. And so, still have that in my blood. My name is James Keith Alicea, also known as Bluster One FC. So graffiti has been in my life since 1982. Well, I think what caught my eye with the graffiti, with the graffiti hand styles, was that it was really, really loose. It all had movement. And so I thought that that was cool. Also at that age, I was learning how to have like my own personal signature. So my father would always be like, you have to learn to write your name in script and whatever. And so I think seeing those tags in the street and seeing how loose that those things were, they sort of like overlapped. What I feel is amazing about it is that I could like write the same thing 1,000 times, but each time I write it, it's completely new. I was born and raised in the Lower East Side. I was highly influenced by tags that I used to see around the block, tags by So, S-O-E-T-N-S. And I used to like how his E would end with the star. So he would have this E that just kind of, I love how there's cats out there that really put in work. They're bombing heavy, and I love that. I mean, I'm a little older now, but in a really weird way. I mean, I still look for tags. I still look at tags. I like how the tags have gone from like super complex with like dingbats and crowns and arrows to like real simple. The orange and black color palette came because I didn't have any paint at this specific time. I was painting a wall on 152 and Broadway. It was one of my first Smile New York paintings, and I didn't have stocks of paint. Busted out my orange, and I had a thin cap, black, and I just basically looked at that wall like a giant book, like a sketchbook. And so from then on, black and orange became my thing. I also have to give props and a salute to Keith Haring's Crack is Whack, because when those first popped off, I thought that they were fresh because you can see it from afar, and like it just made sense. Like, why not orange and black? Like, it makes sense, you know. That one line that I say all the time that Mos Def said is like, your grind and my grind ain't the same, dog. And that is basically words that I live by. It's important for my kids to see where I came from, what I'm doing, what I'm gonna leave behind. My journey is that I still have a lot to say, and I'm doing this for my kids first, and for the sake of art making, because people that I knew from the Lower East Side, some are locked up, most are dead, that knew me would want to see me, or would bug out to see that I'm still doing this shit.